Hey everybody, Jim Jupiter here. Just a reminder, there's no new episode this week. I'm currently on my honeymoon. Just got married last week. So I've been recording this beforehand, so I'm assuming I did. Hopefully nothing went horribly wrong. Anyway, I am on my honeymoon right now, and this is an old one. This is actually episode 66. It's called Embarrathon, North PoKoréa. So go ahead and check that out, and we should be back next week, barring any kind of major disasters. But for now, please enjoy episode 66, Embarrathon / North PoKoréa.
The Jupiter boys?
Good evening, and welcome to the Is It recording?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jupiter Boys. This is Jim Jupiter.
This is Ronald McHogginson, and this is Jim Jupiter. Not Jim Jupiter. This is
I
Quinn
almost
Jupiter.
said Quinn Jupiter, and you almost said Jim Jupiter. This is Freaky Friday all up in this. All up in this.
We
man.
have switched bodies. We have.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't
just a
notice
thing you can do.
because our voices sound so alike that you can't notice.
Yeah. So Quinn, which side of the coin of truth would you like this week?
I'd like to read it Toby's side today.
All right, let's do this. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, it's your
Oh,
side.
that's my logo side. All right, Quinn. I wanna talk to you today. I kind of want to just rapid fire at each other a series of embarrassing questions. Just because I feel like it's gonna be funny.
Okay.
And it's gonna make us squeamish and awful.
Okay.
So let me just start. I don't have any other questions except this question, but I'm sure you'll think of one after, and then we'll go back and forth.
Yeah.
You ever get dick zits?
No, but I do get ingrown hairs on my balls.
Okay.
And those suck real bad, and I try to pop them all the time while I'm taking peas or whatever, and they just won't. They just don't.
Don't do that. They're bad.
I'm just gonna leave them be.
See, I get actual zits.
Oh,
but, like,
on your dick, like your dick.
Sometimes on my dick, very rarely on my dick.
Right.
Usually on the mound around the dick, like in the pube area.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
You know, and it's just a dick that happens. Or I mean, it's just a zit that happens to the dick.
I have gotten a couple in my pubic area, but they're not that bad.
Okay, Quinn, what about you? What kind of embarrassing question?
I was actually gonna have. Have you ever had like a pimple in your asshole?
Not in my asshole, definitely on my cheeks.
Yes, but like one that's so close to your butthole, like it does not
I've
feel
never
good
had
at
one
all.
that close. I've had one like in sort of like my taint area.
Oh, I've had one like right by my butthole. Like it hurts so bad.
Oh, I can't even imagine that. That would have been a hemorrhoid.
No, it was a zit, but it was.
How do you know? Did you bust out a mirror? Did you squat over a mirror? Did it fog up? Oh, did it fog up?
No, it didn't fog up.
You did squat over a mirror.
I didn't. I did not squat over a
That's why
mirror.
they tell young girls to investigate their bodies when they're growing up with a mirror. Because it's hard to see your vagina. It's underneath you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they got front-facing cameras now. It's not hard to see a vagina, dog.
That's so true.
It's not hard to see any bit of yourself, man. I just don't explore my asshole area in general with
You don't
cameras.
explore it?
No, I don't want to see what's up there because
That's
it's
true. It's probably hairy as fuck.
It's real hairy.
You got dark hair, so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's the nexus.
That's like a world that doesn't exist. Like it's just
It's the world that time forgot.
my asshole world has moved on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
This world has moved on. Let me think. Have you ever had a time where you just came way too fast?
Oh,
like
yeah.
with a girl, like it was just like, oh, well, now it's over and fuck. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've had it where like
Isn't that just the worst ever? Don't
Yeah.
you like just feel like kind of apologizing, and then if you apologize, it's even worse?
Yeah.
The worst.
You just kind
Describe the situation.
of basically. I had one that was like it was going into sexy times, and I was really excited.
Of course.
And like
as you get
as you get,
turgid.
and it had been a while. It had been like quite a while.
Yeah, that's the killer. Time is the silent killer.
It really is.
You know?
So if it's been like 3 weeks, you're gonna come in like 6 seconds.
Yeah,
it's
stiff
just
breeze will make you come.
they do on multiple occasions. I'll be out on a spring day. It's beautiful. Oh God. Why now?
Just a side note, I think the scene in 500 Days of Summer where he's like dancing after the sex with Summer
Yeah.
is like probably one of the greatest musical numbers in any film of like any ever.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the funniest fucking scenes ever.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a fucking...
He's charming as fuck.
He's a charm.
He's
He'll put on the
delightful.
charm.
He's delightful.
He really is. I just joined Hit Record.
Literally, he could ask me to do anything and I wouldn't be embarrassed about it.
I just joined Hit Record, so I might submit to his TV show.
Nice.
Or try to. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, I might sing some stuff, because they're always just like, we need backup singers, and like, most of them get put on because they're just so many, and they can just overlap them to sound good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so rad. It's such a cool idea.
Record is great.
Yeah.
Quinn, go ahead with an embarrassing question. You ever had to go to the doctor for something embarrassing?
No.
I haven't either. Actually, maybe I have. When I was a kid, I think I got... No, never an STD. But when I was a kid, I had a rash on my ding-dong. It was just like a heat rash or whatever. They just gave me some cream. Some cream for my ding-dong.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't even my ding-dong. It was like the crease between my nutsack and my leg.
We're talking about your balls a lot.
Rash. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the embarrassment of my life emanates from around my balls. You ever had sex with a girl like that? Like, as soon as you came, you were immediately like, oh, fuck, why did I do this?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Isn't that the worst feeling in the world? Like, literally everything good about the world just drains away in 10 seconds, and you're like, uh-oh.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to get another hookup. Hey-o, Haunted Doll Watch?
No, because that would just be like a direct rip-off of my brother and me. But it is a news alert.
Oh my god.
That's breaking in.
Sweeping across the nation.
Sweeping across the
dropping the coin.
Yeah, I dropped my phone.
Oh.
I'm introducing a new segment on this show. It's shitty roommate or shitty office mate watch, shitty coworker watch, because I have the shittiest fucking coworker on the goddamn planet. So the other day, he confidently stated to me that he had essentially cracked perpetual motion. Now, for those of you who don't know, perpetual motion is like a theory in physics where the scientists are trying to achieve, where you have a machine that just can run constantly and require like no more energy than what's given to start it, and just run forever and never lose energy.
Right.
Okay, that's perpetual motion. And he very confidently stated that he had cracked perpetual motion, then showed me a crude diagram of water essentially pouring into a basin where it would pour into itself again. And I grant that there is a way that you could probably devise somehow to get the water to constantly run.
Yeah.
But that's not perpetual motion.
No.
Because it's going to, run out of fucking water.
Yeah.
And, like, it's going to evaporate easily.
Yeah. Unless you're pumping more water.
Gravity and friction will slow it down.
Yeah.
And, like, we got into, like, a genuine fucking argument about this. And I was like...
Like, dog, water evaporates. That's how it happens. It goes that way.
I'm going to call him Martin, because I think that's what his name should be, because he's a douchebag.
Martin.
Sorry, apologies if your name is Martin. I was like, Martin, scientists have not cracked perpetual motion. Like, if they had, you would have heard about it. If you had cracked perpetual motion, you'd have a fucking Nobel Prize right now. Like, this isn't a thing, this isn't even a conversation to have. And his argument essentially was, no, there is perpetual motion. The only reason they can't call it perpetual motion is because something has to start the motion. He thinks that if something propels the machine, like gives it the initial, movement, and then it continues to run forever, that's not perpetual motion because nothing can start it. Which is like fundamentally misunderstanding the problem with perpetual motion. The problem with perpetual motion isn't the initial kick. It's keeping it going
forever and
like,
ever.
Against inertia and gravity and friction and all of these things that want to slow it down. Like, he doesn't even understand what the problem is with perpetual motion. And he thinks he's cracked it. And he was like, my science classes. And it's like, dude, you dropped out of school for science. Like, you didn't even get a science degree.
My one essay that I wrote.
He literally talks all the time about how amazing he was in his science classes and how he would go back and kick ass if he could. And it's just like, no, dude, you're a piece of shit. You can't. Sorry. So that was the shitty coworker watch announcement for this week.
So now Jim has a nemesis.
I do. His name's Martin, and he's a piece of shit.
All right.
So Quinn, anything else embarrassing you want to get off your chest? What's the most embarrassing moment you ever had in high school, or at least in front of several people?
In high school?
Yeah.
Well, actually, one of the coolest moments. I'll start with a cool moment, and then
you can't do a cool moment. This is an embarrassing segment.
Yes, but I'll start with a cool moment.
Well,
and
hurry up. Because
Segue.
we've got like a minute and a
Okay.
half left.
My cool moment was I was running through the halls, first day of grade 9.
Yeah.
No, first grade, grade 7. So I'm walking past the grade 12 lockers. I trip, I fall, I slide on my knees, and get back up seamlessly. While a senior throws up his hand, and I high-five him as I run past. No joke, it was the coolest moment of my life. And then the most embarrassing moment in high school was, man, that's hard. That's tough.
Is it just because there's so many?
Not really, man. I didn't have that many embarrassing moments in high school.
true, neither did I.
I had a pretty okay time.
Yeah, me too.
Like, probably just when bullies were just, like, fucking with me, and, like, I had no, like... Or somebody just chirps me in class, and I had no fucking response, and I just sat there slack-jawed, and, like,
Right.
just felt so stupid.
Oh, yeah, those are the worst.
Or getting called on in class and being like, dude, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I got stoned and watched Lost last night, man. I didn't do the homework.
I don't know. You're looking at me like I should know. Mine is probably, there was a play we did, and like literally 10 minutes before the show, the director, or like the teacher changed like the order of scenes. Like literally like
That's the
big
worst.
chunks of the play. And then like I just like fucked up on stage because I didn't know where I was. And then she just went, "Get off the stage." That was the worst. Like it was like audible enough that people listened. Like people could hear it.
Wow,
the end
that's
of my
embarrassing.
topic. Yeah, so Quinn, what do you got for us this week?
What I've got today is I was thinking last night, and I was thinking about the Pokemon world.
The Pokemons.
The Pokemons.
The Poké and the Mon and the...
So I was thinking about the Pokemon world, and I was thinking about what the fuck are the rules about Pokemon world, right? Like, what's
Yeah.
the fucking lore of
Well-
Pokemon world?
Well, that and like, if you look at our world, dogfighting is generally considered to not be a good.
That's
cool
what I'm
thing.
saying. Is there like a PETA for Pokemon? Like, you know there has to be, and you know they're like silenced by the Pokemon government, the overlords that are like,
definitely.
no,
they're
we must
being
fight them to the death every single time.
Definitely, Giovanni assassinated them.
And it's like this
or like
big conspiracy.
has them imprisoned in like in slave labor camps. Pokemon is actually set in North Korea. A lot of people don't know that, but there are Pokemon in North Korea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you wander around North Korea, Pokemon everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
And-
reading about that on Forbes.
And they like it's their number one like sport. It's their number one.
That makes
economic
a lot of fucking sense.
You know, they can just operate completely separate from the rest of the world. And the thing about the comparison between North Korea, Pokemon world, and the rest of the world is that in the rest of the world, when people fight animals, they tend to fight animals of the same species, or at
No,
least of the same caliber.
No, they're like, here, here, let's take a hamster and fucking put it up against an elephant.
Or
What's
like
up?
a dragon, like,
Yeah.
like a literal goddamn dinosaur. And it's just like, yep, that's the same thing. Like,
Oh, this little bird. Sweet, I got a rat.
yeah, it's like I'm a bird against a fucking 6,000-pound dragon. Cool.
Sweet. Okay, it died. Let's revive it
Well, and that's
have
the other
it
thing,
do
like,
the same shit.
Pokemon somehow can't die. So essentially, what these people are doing is causing these animals to just die over and over and over again.
It's like the shittiest Groundhog
The
Day.
shittiest possible existence. You literally are just revived to fucking take some drugs and fight again.
Also, you know what I had the question about? You know what I had the question is, what the fuck is everyone else's job in Pokemon World?
Well, that's
Like,
sort of the thing, right? Like, in
there's
Pokemon,
no
you never
jobs.
encounter. I mean, like, there's some people that sell like bikes and
But it's just being like, all right, there's another fucking trainer. Get him his shit, and that is your entire purpose.
like it's funny because in Pokemon XY, there's like a bunch of different businesses, right? The vast majority of them are Pokemon based, like
Yeah.
breeders, you know, shop owners, and then there's like ad people, but to make trailers for different Pokemon trailers, and like there's restaurants, but it's restaurants you can go in and battle Pokemon at. Like literally there's no lawyers, there's no doctors in fucking Pokemon. There's no people doctors.
They don't need it. They don't need
No,
groceries.
they live in North Korea. Everything's perfect.
They don't
They're
need
really
groceries.
just
They don't need food. They just need to battle those Pokemon. And
That's true.
I like your comparison of North Korea to the Pokemon because you don't really see pictures of North Korea. They don't like they like to keep it secret, right? So you fucking could. There could be fucking Pokemon, dog.
That's so dark.
Like maybe Kim Jong Un is like, no, like the world cannot have my Pokemon. These are mine.
They're my Pokemon. Me and my daddies.
My daddy.
My people's Pokemons. Nobody else can have my Pokemons.
Don't touch my Charizard.
That's my Charizard.
He will rip off your hand.
I don't even know how, but he's only like a level 4. He's a Charizard already. Like I think somebody rare candied him up like crazy.
You know, I think they you know.
Or they Firestone, just 3 Firestones in a row, you know? 2 Firestones, I guess.
That's a good Kim Jong Un. Like
that was a weird. I channeled some sort of weird, sad little boy inside of me, and it turned into, like that's my Kim Jong Un.
Which is
my Charizard.
Which is probably like what Kim Jong Un feels like in deep down inside.
Do you think? I wonder this kind of stuff all the time. Like if it like Donald Trump is like, you know, the new Kim Jong Un. He's like the fucking blonde Kim Jong Un, right? And like he fucking thinks he's the shit. Mm-hmm. Or at least it seems like he does. Maybe he's got like this crippling self-doubt, but I have this feeling that like these people are just so goddamn deluded by their own bullshit and by like other people like worshipping them that they like truly believe that they're the shit against all fucking evidence.
But it's so strange. Do they just not pay attention to other sources?
Well, I think they've got like legitimate mental issues. Like there's like they've put up psychic blocks in their heads to like protect
I don't know
them
how
from themselves.
How is Donald Trump not fucking resigned yet? How is this?
Well, he's not going to resign. He's going to have to get pushed out. There's no fucking way he's going to give up
But
the
they're
power.
not going to push him out.
Well, it depends. He just has to fuck up real bad. What I'm worried about is like somebody mentioned this the other day. It was on a WTF interview. It was like we're like one 9/11 type incident away from like complete fucking like him becoming a dictator because like people lost their goddamn minds after 9/11, right?
Yeah.
And so if there was one more, that's all it would take. Like it would literally just be like it would be over. Like America would just be a fucking dictatorship.
I think the rest of the world knows too, and they're just planning. They're like, all right, when's the best time to fucking attack America?
I've actually recently got into survivalism, like just dipping my toes into it. You know, just like seeing like what would I need in a bug out bag? How much food would I need for 3 months? You know, like
we'd be fucked.
Yeah,
we need a bunker.
Exactly. Well, not necessarily a bunker. I mean, like you don't know that it's going to go nuclear right away, or that the area you're in is going to get affected right away.
That's
true. You can survive for quite a while. It's like the losing the power, the water, the fucking like, access to resources. That's what would kill you, like more than likely. Wow, there's like the fucking here comes the bomb now. Well, I guess this is going to be the last episode.
Don't even joke about that, man. I'm really scared.
So like I've been like dipping my toe into survivalism for the first time in my entire life. I've actually thought like maybe it's a good idea to just build up a backup plan.
I might start doing that with you and getting a kit ready and getting like stuff for the end.
Yep, for the end times.
Because you never know if you're gonna wake up and you're like, well, I've been training for this my entire life.
Fucking head north, bud.
Yeah.
Like, it's not much going on up there. Like, nobody's gonna fuck with it.
That's very true.
Head north, bud.
Yeah.
And if you're in America, head south, bud.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
South, very, very south.
Go south as you can go.
Go past south. Go Antarctica south. Because nobody's gonna fuck with Antarctica, dog.
Well, you can go to Mexico. It's not like Trump's gonna fuck with Mexico.
Would
leave him alone.
Would the nuclear would the fumes like
the gas eventually would like
melt
spread.
And it would probably melt the glaciers and stuff, right?
Oh well, I mean, nuclear explosion like of that scale, like where like the whole world is fucked up, like that would definitely cause like irreparable climate change. Like people would die.
But what would happen after humans left? Would that nuclear
it would eventually
just burn out? It would just like the energy would just
there's
be
like
gone?
there's a half-life to all radioactive substances, right? Like
Okay.
eventually they lose their radioactivity,
right?
But like it's gonna do some major fucking damage in the meantime to like any life form that's left on the planet, to the point where it's like it probably nukes like just about everything except the like cockroaches and the shit that can survive that.
One question, right here, real quick.
Yep, you in the back.
Why is that a thing?
Why is what a thing?
nukes.
Yeah, you should actually. There's a podcast called Hardcore History with Dan Carlin, and it's like a fucking like each episode of Hardcore History he like releases one like every 4 or 5 months, but
Yeah.
each one is like 4 or 5 hours long, and they're like intense. But like he discusses like an issue, and like this last issue was like essentially, the last episode was essentially like it was basically just like all the shit that led up to the Cold War.
Okay.
And like you can't talk about the Cold War, which was like the U.S. and Russia both holding their fingers
Yeah.
over the fucking bomb, just like waiting for the other one to detonate the other.
That's so crazy.
You can't talk about that without like talking about like the first nuke, right, for World War II.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because right after it happened, like a shit ton of countries were like, okay, well we can never do that again.
No, I know.
Including the States. The States was like one of the first people to say, we can never do that again.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make an agreement right now that none of us ever use this shit.
Because that was fucking
Crazy.
so
Millions
crazy.
of people died like right away. Like
Yeah.
in a fucking blink of an eye. Actually, I don't know if about millions, but hundreds of thousands right away.
Yeah.
And like lots later. And so the United States was pushing this, and Russia was like, all right, well, you give up yours first then. And that's what started the Cold War, essentially. Like
Oh my God.
it was like America's like, okay, we all have to stop doing this, and Russia's like, okay, let you first, because like you're the ones who just did this twice.
Yeah.
Like it's a fair fucking point to make.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the Russians, like everybody hated the Russians back then, but that's a fair fucking argument. Like it's like the guy holding the big sticks, like, all right, everybody put down your sticks. It's like, well, no. So yeah.
So this has been Pokemon / Apocalypse Training.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Episode 1.
you know who would be really good at surviving a fucking apocalypse is North Koreans. I mean, not right away because they're gonna get the shit bombed out of them because
Yeah.
chances are they're gonna trigger it. But I mean, you know, they'd probably do pretty good. They survive pretty well under shit right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they'd be like totally prepared
And
for it.
if North Korea's at war, then you can fucking probably sneak out a lot easier because nobody's like paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
This has been our episode.
yep, that
That's
went
a
dark.
real big bummer.
It was a bummer.
It was a bummer.
Hopefully you had some fun at our embarrassing moments.
It was a
And
bummer
my dick zits.
of epic proportions. That's it's a bummer in the style of Josh Groban,
I like that.
which is I love Josh Groban, but I don't.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. I'm sorry I didn't post the new episode, or the last week's episode. You can listen to that today. I'm posting that one and this one today at the same time.
Double trouble.
That's Sunday, March 23rd?
26th.
26th? Yes, today's the 23rd. So, thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Christo's a god amongst mere men.
Thank you, Quinn. And please like, rate, subscribe, review, do all that shit. Shoot those nuts.
Straight down your gullet. Hey yo, this is the after party rap coming to your motherfucking tap. Turn on the faucet and then let go, 'cause you've got to go smoke a bowl.